Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
finally.
He, Finally, we are here. Okay, hold on. Hold on, please. Hugo, can you hear and see us well?
Loud and clear.
It's clear, yeah. Did you get your earphone, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's ask somebody if they see us well or not. Let's choose someone here. Linda Condes, for example. Lina Condes. Lina, can you see Hugo well and can you hear him well? Hugo, I've been told that you have a really nice voice and you sing nice songs.
I couldn't hear you. Is that
Can you
again?
hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard that you have a nice voice and you can sing well.
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. So let's ask the followers. Pamela, Barbara. Okay, let's ask my friend from college, Burcu Sonsoy. Burcu, do you hear both of us well and do you see us well?
I see a lot of my friends here. ATF Builders, Pamela Newsom, Barbara
Uh-huh.
Montoya. Hi, guys.
Okay. Okay. There's just a little bit echo from your voice. I mean, can we reduce it? Is it possible? No.
You tell me. How about now?
I think it's okay. Okay, I've been told that it's okay. Okay, so let's start. Hold on, please. Okay, she says that she can also see us well, so we can start. Okay,
Let's see
ladies and
well.
gentlemen. Sorry.
Lots of friends here.
Yeah, we have really too many friends tonight.
Yeah.
Later, it will increase too much. At first, we have around 20 followers now, and it's going to increase. Okay, let's start, Hugo.
Do this.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another SK Concepts interior design interview. My name is Cem Kolcu. Today, our guest is a successful architect from Miami, United States of America. He has done very exclusive and luxury hotels, residences, hospitals, villas, and state houses in New Orleans, California, Florida, St. Barts, Dominican Republic, Milano, Dubrovnik, Bali, and Caracas. Please welcome Hugo Mijares. Hugo, thank you, and thanks for accepting our invitation and request for the interview.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank you for the introduction.
Thank you so much. Hugo, at first, all of us, especially from the hospitality sector, hospitality domain, knows you really well. But we have many followers from today, of course, from Turkey and from all over the world. You're our 68th guest from the beginning of the pandemics until now. 68 designers from all over the world, mostly interior designers and architects. And can you please tell us how you started to design from your childhood, from your education, and your experiences? Just
Sure.
some words, yeah.
Sure. My childhood. Starting with my childhood. My mother is a very talented pianist, and she's a musician. Comes from a very famous family of musicians. I think that's how I get the bug of the art or the architecture. My father is an academic. He studied, he's a PhD in economics and in agriculture. So I think that's where I get all the formality and the rigorous of the academia. Um, since I was a kid, I was more involved into drawings and and art more than sport. Although I play sports, mostly extreme sports, I was more inclined towards the art. And I think that when it got the time to choose a career, there were two very interesting people that visited the house. because those were the pilots. I was very inclined to go and see my dad and my mom's friends that were pilots because of the way they look and the uniform. It was very intriguing to me and the career. The other one that really was very interesting for me is to see architects. All of my architects, my parents' friends that were architects, they look different. You know, the glasses and the hair. So that
Yeah.
intrigued me a lot. I never was a guy for suit and tie. It's something that I rarely use. I like to have it, but I rarely use. So believe it or not, and as shallow as it sounds, that's one of the motives that leads me into architecture.
Yeah. And you were born in Venezuela, Caracas, and then you moved to Miami. Yeah. No,
No,
you
no.
were born in States.
I born
You,
here in United States. I born in
yeah,
Utah. My parents
yeah,
were studying over there. I born here, and when I was 5 years old, we went back to Caracas, Venezuela.
Venezuela. And you
Yeah,
came back when you were age of 20.
yes, in the mid twenties. I think I was 23, 24 when I moved back to the States.
And then you started your business. And what was your education, Hugo?
Yeah, I came here to study. I started in Tampa, in University of South Florida, because I realized while I was working that my degree in Venezuela was very limited. So I needed a license, I needed a lot of tasks. So I went to University of Tampa. I did my master's degree. Um, that was enough to start getting into the work field. But I applied for several scholarships and honor awards, and I got a Florida honor, and it gives me the opportunity to choose the school of my choice, and they will be paying for it. So naturally, I choose Harvard USD, and I end up doing my second master's over there.
So before finding your company, did you have any experience in another company? Another
Yeah,
company? Did you work
definitely.
for somebody
While
else?
at DSD, I worked for a few of the big firms in Boston. Then I met Chad Oppenheim. He was opening. He was running an up and coming architecture firm here in Miami. I moved to Miami to work with them. It was an amazing experience. We had so much fun. We were doing one of the most interesting work here in Miami. We did Museum Park, amongst other projects. We won a lot of awards. And then the office got pretty busy, life got busy. I started getting, I have 3 child, so I was missing their growth. So I decided to open my studio in 2007. Worst time to open a studio because it wasn't about to crash the economy. So what I took the risk. I opened the studio. It was very slow, but we had a couple of clients in Brazil and in Latin America that really trust us, and they keep us afloat until things got better here in Miami.
That's great. Before the interview, I asked you if you have ever been to Turkey or not. Have you ever been to Turkey?
No, I haven't. I haven't had the pleasure to go to Turkey. I have some Turkish clients. Also, as I mentioned, we were part of the competition it was a private competition for VACO that I understand
Yeah.
is a big company in Turkey. We came second. They didn't build our design, but it was a really good experience.
Yeah. It's really congratulations that you were competing for Vakko in Turkey, one of the biggest companies in Turkey, biggest holdings. At the competition, you took the second place, yeah?
Correct, second place.
Congratulations. And you
Yeah.
had told me that you had a client from Turkey.
I do have a private client from Turkey, and we did a beautiful project for him here in Surfside,
Yeah,
in the
that's
Kolcu.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. Uh, uh, we have a really different culture than Europe, maybe some other countries. But as I told you in advance, we had so many similarities between the the Venezuelans, the south part of America, like Brazil or Argentina or Chile. Do you get some inspiration from the Turkish design, from the Ottoman design? Did you have a chance to have a look at them?
I do. You know, I've been blessed with the opportunity to work in different parts of the world. And what informs my design mostly is the location, the geopolitics, and the way they build. So, of course, I got inspired by Turkish and architecture, especially when we were doing research for the competition.
Yeah, yeah. Now, let's see if there's any question, Hugo, before starting the other questions. Hakan, thank you so much. He says one of my friends from Turkey. They also have a spa company in Miami. They're going to open it soon. Thank you so much, Hakan. He said that he's really happy to see you at the conversation, at the interview. And okay, guys. If you have any questions, let us know, and we'll continue. Hugo, before starting to show your projects, I have some questions too, more, and then I will start showing your projects. At first, how do you find your clients? Of course, you are really experienced at the field. You're really known, but how do you start? How do you find your clients at first?
You know, at the beginning was very, very tough. We enter a lot of competitions in order to put our name out there, and socially always work. At this point, I'm being blessed that the client finds me instead of I'm looking for clients. And it's a word of mouth and it's a referral system. So it's more like a doctor's practice or a dentist. I do a work for somebody and they refer me to another one, and then it builds up. And now we got to a point that we really do. We try to do very few, we try to keep it boutique. I work corporate for a long time, and we don't need that level of stress. We try to focus in very important projects and give the best that we have to each client and have a very strong quality control line of production.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do you advertise somewhere sometimes, or it's all the business comes from word of mouth and from references?
No, I don't. I'm embarrassed about that. We haven't updated the website for quite a while. We're pretty active on the social media, of course. We like that. It's very fast. But no, actually, we had a meeting yesterday, and the client requested a brief of the company and, you know, all that formality that we used to do before to get clients,
Mm-hmm.
not anymore. So I guess you're going to start getting into that again.
Do you have meetings with them, Hugo? I mean, because of the pandemics, maybe you might have meetings, online meetings, you know, through Zoom or whatever.
The client, and it depends on the project. Zoom absolutely is like another employee for us. We do most of our work meetings and workshops and meetings with clients on Zoom. Being in Miami, we have the particularity that we work all over the world, and we have a lot of international clients that they spend very few days in Miami. They enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly they're overseas. So Zoom is becoming a very common instrument in our practice.
Yeah, you know, you live in Miami. In which part of Miami do you live?
I live in Miami Shores. It's between the Miami Design District and Aventura.
Okay, and I think you have a chance at that point because there are many people who comes to Miami for having fun, for partying, or for touristical purposes, and by the help of it, and I mean they have a meeting with you too. I'm sure you have some clients or friends like that too. So I think it's an opportunity. It's an advantage of it, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what is really interesting about our practice is that it's really fun. So for the clients to come to the office or to meet with us, it's part of the trip. Actually, it's part of their,
Yeah.
you know, their enjoyment. So we take it as well like that. We don't take it as a job. we take it as something that will create a long time relation, and in the end, it's gonna generate a beautiful product. It could be a store, it could be a hotel, it could be a beautiful house. So that's
Sure.
what we are looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hugo, when you first meet the clients, sometimes, and I think day by day they become your friends too. Is it really important to like each other and to have the same mood, same I mean feelings?
Yes, yes. We learned that the hard way. Some clients, I mean, you're dealing with egos and personalities, and at this point in my career, we choose very carefully who we work with because it's a relationship of 1 or 2 years, and in the end, we end up friends with every single of our clients. So we would like to enjoy the process that is very long, very tedious, and we try to make it fun. So at this point, when we go to a job interview, they're not only interviewing us, we're interviewing them to
Yeah.
see if we are compatible.
So, did you experience any person that at first, when let's say at the first meeting or maybe in a short while that you don't like too much, or you think that you don't continue? Did you quit any job in such?
Yes, we have the 20-second rule. I mean, in the first 20 seconds, when you give the hand to somebody, you already know what you're dealing with. So, yeah, we're very good at reading people.
So that's really important, isn't it?
Very important. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. During the pandemics, everybody were really locked down all over the world. Now, I think how is the situation in Miami now for the pandemics?
No, in Miami, we have a very open politics about wearing masks. I think people were really desperate to go out after the big lockdown. The government has been very conscious about it. If you come here, I just returned from Europe, and in Europe it's very strict. You have to wear the mask all the time, and it's super strict. Here it's more relaxed. I don't know the numbers nowadays, but I think that the COVID is being spreading less than before. So we have our buffer right now. We have been in the fairs and the events, and somebody's taking care of it. Somebody is more relaxed. So I don't know what to make out of it, but I think I'd rather be here than with the strictness of the land.
Were you injected? Did you get vaccinated?
I did, yes. I did get vaccinated, and I'm getting my booster shot on Monday.
Mm-hmm. You got two of them twice or?
I have the Pfizer two, and then but that was 6 months ago, so I'm gonna get my booster shot. That will be the third one.
That's gonna be the third one.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of the vaccine. I think that everybody should be vaccinated.
Yeah, I think the same. Everybody should be vaccinated because it really prevents us. And you have done many projects all over the world, as I introduced you at first. I really want to know that what's the main difference between doing business in USA and other countries?
It's mostly culture. Mostly culture. I realized that by doing business, we're doing a beautiful villa in Dubai right now, where we are the design architects, and we have an studio in London doing all the construction documents. But I realized that people in Dubai would like to meet face to face.
Yeah.
And it's more, the dynamic is more personal than via Zoom. While, for example, in the Caribbean, in the islands, it's a little bit more relaxed, it's less formal. But yeah, each culture has their own set of rules.
Yeah. In States, is it much more systematical? I mean, I think, for example, let's say your clients from States, are they also your friends, like in Mediterranean countries, like in Turkey or Dubai? No?
It all depends because the nature of the project. If it's a residential, of course, you get so involved, you become friends.
Mm.
You will become the between husband and wife. You become some sort of a middleman, helping out reaching certain uh, certain achievements that they want. But in the case of hospitality, for example, it's more business. It's very cold. So you're dealing
Yeah.
with board, and you're dealing with a set of people that are only managing the project. So there are no heart involved. There are no feelings involved. So it all
Yeah.
depends on the nature of the project and the place you are.
At the moment, you do much more hospitality jobs in States and in some other countries.
So
But
we did a lot of hospitality. That was my specialty, doing
Mhm.
hospitality. When I opened the studio, we do some boutique hotels, we do interiors, we work for as a consultant for Marriott and Sonesta, and but our focus right now mostly is residential, and we're doing a lot of stores, like for watch brands. We work for
Mhm.
Noah, Tecnomarine, Indica, lots of brands of watches. So we design their displays, their cases, their booths, and we're very active with
Mhm. Yeah. Is there a type of project that you haven't done, you haven't experienced until now, Hugo, and you would like to do? Let's say like beach house or chalet or country house or I don't know.
that. No, I think
Real.
we're really happy with what I got. If I can have a wish list, I think an airport will be an amazing thing to do.
Airports?
Yeah, an airport
Airports.
will be amazing. At some point, we were in conversation to do one in my native Venezuela, but never find out.
Okay. If you have any followers, by the way, but you would like to say hello to somebody else, if you see, you can talk to them like Roberto Cuneo
Yeah, just
from
see
Italy.
Roberto is here. Hi, Roberto. So it's Pereira, and now I don't know how to read the rest, but yeah, it's been a lot
He's
of
a friend
things
from Italy.
from Italy, yeah.
Okay. You were in Milan last week, yeah?
Last week, yes, we went for the fair for the Made Expo, and
Okay.
we presented a couple of job of projects for Arching Trend and Platform
Mhm.
Magazine.
And at the moment, you also have an exhibition in Miami now.
Well, we have our Basel.
Art Basel, yeah.
The
Yeah.
first week of every December, we have our Basel and our Miami, which is the biggest fair, I guess it's the biggest art fair in the world.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of visitors, and it's pretty active. Actually, Miami right now is super crowded.
Did you have a chance to have a look at them? Did you go there to Art Basel?
Yeah, I have gone to a couple of events, and hopefully we will have a tour of the fair today and tomorrow.
Okay. We also have some art shows as Art Basel in Turkey every year. It's been organized for 15 years. It's called Contemporary Istanbul. I
Mhm.
also invite you to visit it one day, maybe next year on September.
Great.
Yeah, okay. Uh, and now, Hugo, one more question and then I will start showing your projects. What are the inevitable materials for you at your projects? Do you have special products that you are really keen on? You would like to use much more than the other ones?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you, can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay. My question was, what are the inevitables at your interior design project? I mean, which style and which material is inevitable for you? You like more, you use much more. What, what's your favorites? I mean,
We like a lot natural materials. We try to stay away from materials that are toxic or with toxic bases. And we're very careful researching every single material. They need to be certified of a certified source. If not, we avoid them a lot, especially the ones that produce off gassing or they don't have a verifiable source, like contaminated grounds for wood, for example. We try to stay away from that. Also, we
okay,
try to use the people that supply some materials that they have a sustainable forest or they have some sort of sustainable practice. It's very important to us. That comes first, and second comes the aesthetic.
So the sustainable materials are really important for you, and especially the natural ones.
Very important.
This is your. I mean, this is inevitable for you, and the other things, the other issues. Okay, now I will tell my followers, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask us to Hugo. So Hugo, now I would like to show some of your projects here, and then we'll continue. Hold on, please. Did you get your coffee or any drink?
I'm having water. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so cheers. Okay.
Turkish coffee. That's like Red Bull.
This is I drink just filter coffee, Americano. Hold on. Now, that's okay. Hold on, please. Here you go. Now I'll start showing your projects, and please tell us about a little bit description about this project. What kind of project is it? Where is it? And what kind of materials do you use?
Familiar.
Is it your house?
That's my kitchen.
Can you hear? Okay. Can you see well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where's that project? Sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's my kitchen. That's my house.
That's your house in Miami, yeah?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yes, yes.
On,
we
please.
took a very old one of the first houses built in Miami Shores from 1930s. I did a very long historic renovation to it, and then we added some contemporary or modern pieces or additions to the house. But everything blends really well together. So you can see this is a very contemporary kitchen in a very old setting.
So, do you prefer much more contemporary designs, mostly, especially for Renaissance projects?
Yeah, I'm a modern architect. My wife, on the other hand, is completely the opposite. So you can see that in this house. This house is a blend of the two minds. It's a blend of the two styles. We have a lot of contemporary, modern finishes and furniture. But the house itself and the structure, we try to keep it old and historic. So you can see here. We leave the old door. It was a horse door. And you can see the new technology with the frameless touch doors. So you can see both.
Yeah. Do you use marble here? Is it marble?
We did marble. We did white marble all over the house and some tiles provided by Protein here in Miami. I guess this is Marca Corona tiles from Italy. We were looking for this antique look, like very hand look, and I guess we achieved
it. Do you mostly prefer, or did you ever try Turkish marble at your projects?
I have tried Turkish marble before. Gray marble, beautiful marble. Also Italian marble, and the one in my house is Spanish.
Okay. Hugo, Monica say something in Spanish. Does she mean that she doesn't hear you well?
Yeah, I think it must be the earbud.
Can you
Can you hear me better now?
Can you cancel the earphone? Maybe it can be better. Can you turn off the earphone? Let's try to hear you better.
Okay.
Wow, that's perfect, Hugo. Okay.
Can you hear
Hugo,
me?
can you? Yes, perfect. It's better.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's perfect. Hugo, there's a question. My friend who does spa. He asked, Hakan asked, says Juno Spa, if you ever designed a spa or wellness place in USA or somewhere else.
We did. We designed several places when I was head of design in the other companies that I work with. And with my own studio, we designed a beautiful spa in Hollywood. It's no longer on service. I think they closed during COVID, but it was a very interesting exercise and a very interesting studio.
Mhm. So, in that spa, did you have you ever seen hammams or did you ever design hammams?
No, I have seen it. Actually, it's very popular nowadays in the high-end condos and spas. But for that particular spa, we didn't use a type of. It's like a shower bed, right?
Yeah, it's a Turkish bath. Also
Yeah.
it's also used in Finland, Finnish bath. It's like a shower. Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to design one of those.
Yeah. When you come to Istanbul, I would like to show them to you because it's going to be really popular, especially in Miami and in all states. Okay. I saw that you're really addicted to paintings too.
No, this is not my painting, but we are art collectors. We started collecting very early, whatever we could got our hands on it, and we've been very lucky so far. And what you're seeing right now is the powder bathroom in my house. That is a feature in my house because it's hidden. Nobody knows it's there, so they try to
Uh,
touch at the panels and then disappears. So this is a conversational piece that we have in our house.
okay. Who are your favorite artists, by the way?
I don't have a famous artist, and in particular, of course, I'm drawn to the masters. Um, I had a lot of contact with Rembrandt since I live in Sarasota, and they have the world's largest collection over there. I love Dali. I love from Venezuela Carlos Cruz Diez and Soto, who are
Mhm.
kinetic masters. But right now, I like the new guys like Cos. We have a lot of Cos in my house. Love them. So it's something, whatever moves, float our boats at the time. But we're big collectors of pop art. That's what we like to collect.
Okay. Do you also like the impressionist ones like Monet or other French ones?
Yeah, I
Those.
love Monet, as I mentioned before. I love Monet, the Impressionists, Rembrandt, of course. And yeah, the masters interest me a lot. It's not something that we can afford to collect. So
Mhm.
I'm more drawn to something that we can acquire.
It's really interesting that you like uh, many of them, because Dali is really surrealist, Monet is impressionist, but you have a really wide range of gusto tastes. So it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm very eclectic with my taste in art.
Yeah. Uh, Hakan says he'll be really happy to welcome you, Hugo, in their spa and hammam in Miami right after the opening. It will be a pleasure for them to check and experience Turkish hammam. Maybe Hakan also tell us when they're going to open the spa, their spa in Miami, so you can go to the opening too.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Let's
Looking
see.
forward.
Let's see the other project now at the moment. One more. No, hold on, please. That one. Fort Lauderdale. Okay, that one is a project in Fort Lauderdale. Can you tell us about this project?
Yeah, this is a project that we like a lot. This is a project I work with a very young and a very talented contractor and developer called Andrew Zan. And we did this house a few years ago. It was a spec home that got a very, very good selling price. And that's what get us all started with this kind of look and tropical modern look. As you can see, there's a lot of reference in these photos. I'm a big fan of lighting, illumination. That's something that is very important in my work, and I take them very seriously. For me, lighting is like makeup for women. I think if it's well done, it could be a work of art. And we really spend a lot of time designing the lighting.
Yeah, I agree with you. His lighting is really like a makeup of a woman, and in the swimming pool, it looks really fantastic. Also the interiors. Really, congratulations. Here, what I see that. Are you also doing the landscape design by yourself, or do you outsource it?
You know, we're not landscape architects, but by nature, I'm a landscaper. I really like to work on my gardens. I really know the species that I like in my projects. They're always very tropical. So, of course, we have the support of very talented landscape architects, but within my concept, I always throw the landscape that I want. For example, those 3 palm trees on the front, on the back, they've been there since the first sketch. So that's something that is being very consistent, particularly in this project. It brings a little bit of privacy, but also lets you see the water.
Yeah. The trees are really nice, for this kind of project, especially. It's really natural project, and it gives a nice energy. Here, the stairs. I like the shape of the stairs too. What kind of lighting did you use here?
We have several lighting here. We have some ambient lighting, and we have direct lighting for dramatism. For me, the stairs are very important because it's one of the few opportunities you have in a house to introduce something that is a sculpture. For me, I take this as a mission to design a sculpture. In this case, everything was very tropical modern. We keep the palette very simple with only 3 materials, and you can see it, and the stair is expression of it.
Another look to the house here. What kind of floor coverings do you use mostly?
This is all, in this case, originally was marble, travertine marble, but in this case in particular, because it was a spec home, we find an Italian porcelain, big format, that looks exactly like marble. So we choose that one for the flooring, but for the fireplace and the walls, you can see everything is coral reef. It's a very tropical and very nice stone that is readily available here.
What I see, because of the climate of Miami, it's mostly hot or warm. People like to use marble really too much in Miami, in Florida.
It all depends of the nature of the project, but yeah, marble is one of the common materials here. Yeah, you can see the use of natural lighting here. The daylight for me is very important. So how to catch the sun, and in different times of the day. For example, on the evening, the sun comes through those slit windows above the kitchen, and it gives you a very, very interesting effect.
It's really perfect. What is the heat? How meter is the ceiling?
The height?
The height, yeah.
Yeah, the height. This is a 2-story space, so this is roughly 22 feet.
Mm-hmm. It's really high, but the window system, the window is really perfect because you can get all the sunshine, I think, until evening. So it's a natural light here. Congratulations, it's perfect.
Yeah, thank you. And daylighting is very important for us.
Daylighting is really important, yeah.
Yeah, this house is very dramatic because you don't need to turn on the switch of any light during the day. Everything is daylighting.
Here, I really like the woodens here, and also the fabrics, the previous one. Here, is it a special brand of this furniture, or did you design it, Hugo?
No, this is a hand-picked pieces of furniture. Sometimes when we have more time and it's a more custom project, we design our own sofas. But in this one in particular, is those are hand-selected pieces by us.
Okay. Do you have special brands for furniture, like Italian brands or something else, or French ones like Rochefoucauld or something else?
No, I try not to fall in that and case myself in a brand. So I'm always experimenting and looking at the fairs and see what's new. And of course, I have my classics that I repeat and I use every now and then. But I try not to encase myself in a box in terms of choosing materials and furniture.
Okay. Did you ever think about, or I don't know about it? Did you ever think about doing your own design and under famous brands, or did you have any experience like that?
We have done it. Yeah, we have done some sofas for famous brands, and we have done kitchens. And a company offered us recently to do some vanities for them. We love the opportunity. We just don't have the time, but eventually we will do it.
Okay. What I see that you can really have nice designs under your brand for furniture companies, for lightnings. Also, you have also wrote me that you have also did this wallpaper design too.
Yes, you know what I'm doing on my spare time. Speaking of design, I take old motorcycles and I turn it into new technology and I redesign it. And right now we're working on a line of electric motorcycles. So that gives my spare time to the. But when we're done with that line, yeah, I wish to design a furniture line or something of that nature.
Yeah. Maybe you can do some wallpaper designs for us too, Hugo. Why not?
Oh, that it would be great. You know that my first degree was in architecture and applied arts. So I did a lot of graphics and yeah, I'm very into that.
Yeah, maybe one day we can have some special designs for you. This is another project I really like to show to Hugo. That's a house project in, I think, in Palm House.
Yeah, this is Palm Island, the beach.
It's in Palm Island.
Yeah, we did three different houses that really set up the mood or set up the style of the island or the brand new style that everybody's following nowadays. But this was the first one in that island that we really love. We use the expression of the materials. We use only three materials that I think that's something that is very common in my practice. And we use white stucco that is very Miami. We use exposed concrete that I think was the first time it was used in at least in Miami Beach. And then we use this wood that is a Brazilian wood. Very strong. This is the second house we did of that series. This belongs to a very famous fashion designer, and she did a beautiful work inside the house.
What's the name of this fashion designer, Hugo?
What's that?
What's the name of this fashion designer?
No, I can tell you. I can tell you, but it's a very famous designer.
Okay.
I signed an NDA with her.
It's private, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, Monica Rebellinas, she says something in Spanish. I think she wants you to talk your projects in Dubai.
Oh, I love that project, but I don't think we have images of that project in this presentation. But but it's a very funny and interesting story. We've been trying to get into the Dubai market for quite a while. And believe it or not, we have had PR people, we have entered international competitions, and all of a sudden, the person that I buy all my area rugs, he's Middle Eastern, and he started calling me. I was in a meeting, and I said, okay, what's going on? I called him back and he said, listen, there is a sheikh here. He wants to talk to you. I showed him your website. I think I get you a project in Dubai. And I was, well, I'm on my way. So basically, I did my presentation on the carpet store to this very famous person in Dubai. He loves my work. He wanted something different over there, so he hired us on the spot. So it was a very, very interesting project that we are working right now. It's been 2 years, very demanding in terms of design, but yeah, some other time I can show you a beautiful project. Thank you, Monica.
Yeah. So was that your first project in Dubai?
My first one, yes. My first one with my company, with Oppenheim, we did a couple of really good jobs over there.
Okay. Dubai is really developing day by day, especially for hospitality. There are many chains over there. I have also done some projects over there, but I think your style, you can have really nice jobs over there, Hugo. Nice boutique hotels maybe, or residential ones.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to finish this Dubai villa. I think that is going to get us a lot of projects over there.
Yeah, maybe by the half of this reference, you will have another one in Turkey, in Istanbul, or in another part of Turkey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who knows? Okay, let's. I really like the tables and the chairs here. The stairs are fantastic. They're really fascinating here. I like this style. What kind of wood do you use, Hugo?
I love white oak.
White oak.
That's my wood of choice for interiors, and always natural. I like the companies that they burn the wood to give it the color instead of using tint. So I'm very drawn to those. Those are very few companies, but I love that.
Especially in Turkey, they make oak in every color. They burn it, so you can. For example, if you want an American walnut, but if you don't want to pay that amount, you can have the same one in oak. Of course, it's not the same, but they can have this impression.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen oak turn into a dark wood, which is very interesting, just by the fact that they leave it a little bit more in the oven.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Monica, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. It's better if you write in English. Does she speak English? Hugo?
Excuse me?
Does she speak English, Monica?
I don't know. My communication with Monica are in Spanish.
Okay. So I will show one more project. Let's see that one too, and I will start your social life. Is it your house again? No.
Yeah, this house, we recently presented this house in the Venice Biennale. This is a house in a very prestigious area called Gables Estates. Mm-hmm. And the clients are collectors of very interesting art, high-end art. So we based the house, we set the house as a gallery, as a living gallery.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I designed the stair that is very sculptural around this very beautiful sculpture by Manolo Valdez, who is a very famous Spaniard sculptor. And also we have the sketches of the sculpture in the other wall.
What kind of carpets do you use? Do you like Persian or Turkish carpets or something that you use?
I like all of them. When I go to that store that I mentioned of my friend, that by the way, his name is Sam as well. We choose. These are Persian rugs that the client already had in her other house. But if you go to the back on the living room, we have some Fendi carpets that are very, very nice. Yes.
Okay. Do you also like the sculptures at your projects?
Yeah, these are really, really good artists. This is a piece, very famous piece by, I forgot his name right now, but it's a very, very interesting piece. It's been on the museum here.
Mhm. Is it done by Italian this, sculpture? You know?
No, this if I recall correctly, this is Brancusi. I don't wanna tell you a bad name, but I think it's Brancusi. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this is Baltasar logo.
Which
Baltasar
one?
logo, very famous sculpture.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and this garden, I mean, that was the beginning of that garden. That garden is made by Andres Taura, who is a very famous landscape architect. And this was a year ago. So right now the interior garden is beautiful. It's lush. It's tropical. It's unbelievable.
Hugo, do you follow exhibitions or shows on interior design, architects, or arts?
Do I follow?
Do you follow? Yeah. Do you visit exhibitions, shows, and expositions all over the
Yeah,
world?
absolutely. I try, of course. I read every single magazine that gets in my hand still. Still, I have that passion. I go to every single trade show that I can go to. And of course, as a member of the AIA, I'm very active and going to all the meetings and I mingle with other designers and architects.
Lori, I know that you're a member of many clubs or associations in states, yeah.
I do, yes, I do. I think that's very American in a sense. We belong to IDSA, we belong to AIA, NCARB, and GSGB, that is a Green Building Council. Yeah, I try to be as active as I was a director of the associate director of AIA on the West Coast. I was younger, but now that we're so busy in the office, I can spare my time doing that.
Okay. Now I would like to show your works in progress now.
Yes.
Is that the one in Dubai?
No, this is a very interesting project in Brazil. It's in a resort area. It was a private competition within there were six of the top firms in Brazil. This was anonymous. So we won. And when they give us the list of the people that were participating, we were in awe because these are people that we follow and we respect a lot.
One more is the same project. Yeah. That's the same one.
It's a hospitality project. This is a 51 units hotel. It's an eco resort. All the water that you see here comes from the mountain. It filters naturally through rocks. And the building is sitting on existing rocks. So we didn't disturb the site in order to design this hotel. And what you see, the main structure is all the social areas and the lobbies and the restaurants, because the hotel is down below. It's embedded on the rock, and all the pool and the water acts as a skylight for the rooms.
Really? Can you also see the pool from the rooms or not?
Can you also see what?
Can you see the pool from the rooms?
Yeah, of course.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
That's really interesting. How many floors are there at the below?
How many rooms?
How many floors?
Oh, floors, only one.
Only one floor?
Only one. It's like a courtyard, and we have around 50 rooms in there.
50 rooms?
Yes, some of them, they have the pool, the glass ceiling, looking at the pool, and also the view towards the mountain. But some of them, they only have the shaft of light that comes from the pool that is very magical. It's very cool.
I think you can get an award with this project, Hugo.
Yeah,
you can
hopefully.
Be nominated.
Yeah.
I wish you luck. It looks really fantastic.
Oh, this is what Monica was referring to. This is the project in Dubai. These are the villas. There has been several iterations of the project. At one point, the project was all black, and then we decided to come back to the white scheme. And this is a beautiful project because, again, very similar to the project in Brazil, the living quarters, I mean, the sleeping quarters are down below. So
Really?
again,
Wow.
the pool helps us to bring light into the core,
Perfect.
because this is a desert residence. So people really live on top of it. What you see in every single of those tents are the kitchen, the living room, the studios, the piano room, and then if you go to sleep, you just go to a beautiful stairwell and you go to the dark quarters. So what we did is
Wow.
we create a platform and we cover with the same sand color, so it blends with the environment. And then once we build that plinth, we use these huge structures that every single
Wow.
structure serves for a purpose.
That that looks really amazing, and your style, what especially for the rooms, which are situated at below, it's really perfect. That reminds me a little bit Zaha Hadid project, like in the one in Azerbaijan, maybe you know the Hadid Museum. Do you know that one?
Yes, interesting you mentioned that because my inspiration actually, when I went to visit the site, they took me to the desert and we spent a couple of days there. They brought a chef and they have this beautiful tent with air condition. It was just an amazing experience. And they have these off-road vehicles that we use and we had a lot of fun. And it gets me, those tents, they get me so inspired that I end up
Wow.
designing those same tents for this project.
No, yeah, that's really nice. I mean, it was a nice inspiration for you. I mean, to have this experience in advance, and then you designed that one. Perfect.
Yes.
And this is from the top,
This was the
the same.
top, and then of course I bring a lot of Miami vibe to it, in terms of the pool, in terms
Mhm.
of the sunken fire pit that they will use it a lot, and you can see those little small pools, circular pools, jacuzzis. Those
Mhm.
are the skylights that go straight to the rooms down below.
Okay. But I mean, I think you really like the pools too. I mean, for landscape and pools, I think you can be a nice spot designer too. This is what now I mean inspired me.
Yeah, well, this pretty well will serve as a spa as well. It's like a
Hmm.
huge spa. But you
Okay.
can see how the plinth of the house blends with the sand of the desert. So that's the beauty of this house.
Hmm. Hold on. Okay. By the way, Hugo, where do you like most for? I mean, for traveling, for summer holidays, for winter holidays. Where are your what are your where are your favorite destinations?
Uh, being a tropical person, the beach, always the beach.
The
We try
beach.
to spend the more time that we had on the beach. But yeah, but lately I have few friends that are trying to get us into skiing. So maybe we want to take the slopes and see how it goes.
Do you have some special places like restaurants or hotels that you really like with the design, with the taste of the food, with comfortable that
Well,
are not.
here in Miami we have several, but we really like Chotomate. I think it's a very magical experience, a very, very cool space. We
Mhm,
also like, in a more traditional way, in the Soho Beach House, there is a restaurant called Cecconi's
mhm.
that they have best
Italian?
Italian food that I ever had.
You,
Yes,
so you
Italian.
like you like Italian foods? Is your favorite is Italian cuisine? Italian kitchen?
I'm a foodie. I eat everything I like. I really like food. That's my bias.
Mhm. Any Turkish food that you like, Hugo?
Well, the Turkish food. I go to a restaurant here in Brickell. I love the steaks of Salbay, and I love the Turkish coffee. I think it's very unique.
Turkish coffee is really nice. It doesn't look or taste like Italian one, but it's really nice.
And your chocolates are really really nice.
Okay, I'll make a package and send to you immediately.
Absolutely, we will
Okay,
enjoy it.
Hugo, before showing your the photos from your social life, I would like to tell some designs about our wallpapers. Do you like wall coverings, wallpapers at your projects?
I love to use them. Yes.
What kind of wallpapers do you like most?
I like wallpapers that are bold, that
Mm-hmm.
really tell a story or tell something. I don't like the repeated patterns. I like something that is really striking.
Okay. Here, what we mostly do these days. We mostly design digital prints and mirrors. Hugo. This is what I also think that you can also design this kind of wall coverings too, digital prints in like tropical, like abstract designs and this kind of things. But at the same time, we do textile like vinyl and contract business too. And soon, what we like to do, Hugo, we would like to produce the hand painted wallpapers. I don't know if you ever used or not.
I have used them. Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, this is what we are trying to do with special artists. We'd like to do some designs for hand painted ones, especially for like luxury penthouses, villas all over the world, especially in states, in New York, and this kind of states and projects.
Very cool.
Do you have any projects in New York or in big cities like metropolitans?
No, we haven't worked in New York. We love to visit New York. I think it's a very competitive setting and very specific setting. But yeah, you haven't catch our attention as to enter that kind of competition.
I think there's too much competition in New York. Isn't
Yes.
It? Yeah. So you don't have that in mind, yeah?
No.
Okay.
I mean, always happen that a client has a condo over there. They wanted to renovate it. We're more than happy to help them, but to enter and open an office space is not of our interest.
Okay. Hugo, now it's the second part of our interview, and I would like to show some photos from your social life. I saw that you're really active and you have many friends from the field, from the industry, and you have many friends. Do you think that you're social?
You know, that's a dear friend. That's a very famous singer from Venezuela. He's called Jose Luis Rodriguez El Puma, and he was visiting my home, and we took this picture after his intervention. So now he's alive and well, and he got back to to doing concerts. And but this is a very important photo for me.
Yeah,
I really love him.
You look great. I hope one day he'll perform in Turkey.
Absolutely.
Maybe we can bring him. Okay.
Yeah, and this is a house we did, and 2 Chainz. This is a very famous rapper here. He spent the whole 2 days with him in that house we did in Bay Harbor. Very funny person.
Did you design for him?
No, he has a TV show called The Most Expensive Test, and that was the day they were shooting that show in my house. In the house I designed.
In the house that you designed here, they shoot. Yeah. Nice. Something like a cocktail or opening.
Oh, we love this photo. This was pre-COVID, and this was the Miami Arch Week in the Moore Building with the famous Simona Finesi. Beautiful Simona. She's one of the editors of Arch Week and Arch Marathon, and is married to the editor of Platform Architecture magazine, one of the most famous magazines in Milan, in Italy.
In Italy, you both of you look really elegant.
Yes. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh, and these are my two darlings. This is my Juliet. This is my daughter, who is the one who gets into the motorcycles with me. And this is the Mighty Fine. This is one of the first bikes that I designed and I build.
Wow.
And I enjoy riding with my kids as much as possible. And this is really my second passion after architecture and design.
Okay, so what I see that you design motorcycles, yeah?
I do, yes.
You design, and and when you design, who produces that cycle for you?
Who what? Sorry?
Who produces? I mean, what's the brand of this cycle? I mean,
Oh no, I have several. I like working with Japanese brands like Suzuki and Honda. And right now, I'm in love with BMWs. So I take all kind of BMWs and I redesign them. And of course, I'm a Harley guy. Harley here in America is like the brand.
yeah.
And I have my group of people that rides with me European bikes or Japanese bike, and I also have my group that rides Harley Davidson with me.
It's really a nice picture. Congratulations.
Yes. Oh, this was in Milan with Simona Finesi, and this is a very famous architect from Beirut, Bernard Coury. Super nice guy. This was before we get out of the bar, and we spent 40 minutes waiting for a taxi on raining, and it was super cold. So in the end, we all get very sick.
Was it before the pandemics?
No, that was a week ago in Milan.
1 week ago. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was the dinner with all the speakers at the fair. We have a lot of fun, but we also got wet and we got sick.
You know, it's really enjoy. I mean, I really enjoy in Milan during these shows, and there are many, cocktails, presentations, openings, and this kind of organizations. I really enjoy in Milan.
I always enjoy Milan. I love Milan.
Yeah. And this is again from Italy?
No, these are some friends from Venezuela visiting me in one of the job sites. And we snapped this picture.
Again with your Harley shorts.
Yeah, you can find me in that outfit and with that bike any time of the week.
Great. Fantastic. And another view.
Oh yeah, this was with the first BMW I did. Well, this is friends and family.
Friends and family.
With my beautiful wife Lorena, and I have some of my best friends, Carolina and Roberto.
What does your wife do, by the way? Hugo?
My wife is an architect and designer, but she takes care of the accounting in my company. She also owns a design store that is called Design Shop Miami. So she's always curating and looking at new artists and new designers for her collection.
Does she follow us now at the moment?
I think she does, yes.
But she doesn't write anything.
I don't know if she's there.
Yeah, if she's here, please say hello to us. What was her name?
Lorena.
Lorena, please say hello to us.
Oh, it's a very dear photo because this is Juan Machado. This is one of the top architects, probably the top architect in Venezuela. He's the owner of all the architecture. And he visits me a lot. And my dear friend Eduardo Halvorsen, who provides one of the best wood floorings in Miami.
Wood floors, yeah? Nice.
Oh, this is with Lawrence Scarpa, very famous architect. They set up shop here in Miami recently. Beautiful projects. The cool thing about Lawrence Scarpa is that when I was at grad school, I used his books as an inspiration and their projects. And here we're hand by hand.
So he was your one of your inspiration, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, this was Gostello. This is the guy. This is the lighting guy, the lighting god in Miami. So he started small. Now he's a big company. I use all my lighting. I try to buy it from him.
You know all of the professionals at the field, at the industry.
Was that again?
You know all of the professional persons, in their fields.
Yes, Miami is a big but a small place.
Yeah. Monica, thank you so much.
Was that again?
Monica thanked me. She said excellent
Oh,
interview
Monica.
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are your
This is
your
my
son.
beautiful family. This is like Yuyu, who is the smallest one. Hugo,
Perfect.
that is in grad school right now, in med school, and my wife Lorena. I'm missing Sophia here. She doesn't like photos.
Yeah. Your daughter, she looks really pretty. She looks really funny.
Yeah. Also, Bill Jacobs. This is the head of HOK. That's one of
Uh-huh.
the big companies here. That was during Arch Marathon. Very inspiring person for me.
Mm.
Fernando Romero. He's a very famous Mexican architect. He did the airport over there that never get built. But you must know his work because he did the Sumaya Museum. It's that museum in the middle of Mexico City that turns. It's a beautiful structure.
So he has the museum and also airport in Mexico, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And this is with the owner of Luminar. Luminar is an institution here. It's a beautiful store where we try to get most of our furniture. And Jair Almeida, who is a very famous furniture designer.
Mhm. Pamela, she said family is everything. Thanks, Pamela. Yeah.
That is correct. And this with John Jenkins, my wife, and Ana Dariela. And that was during our Basel, pre-COVID, in the Cartel store. JJ is the CEO of Cartel. That is a brand
Uh-huh.
that we love and I try to use every time I can. Actually, my house is half furnished with Cartel.
I really like Cartel too. So he is the CEO of
He's the
Cartel in
CEO of
USA?
America. Yes.
CEO of America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is a Venezuelan artist that he set up shop in Miami a few years ago. He's doing great. It's called Paul Mundarain. I love his work. It reminds me a lot of the Venezuelan art.
So he's an artist, yeah?
He's an architect turned artist. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Again,
with JJ.
yeah.
Amazing person.
Again with your another passion. Well, what kind of sports do you like, Hugo? Do you follow sports?
I follow sports and we play. We are a family. We like to play tennis as much as we
Uh-huh.
can. But yes, I follow tennis. I follow football. I follow soccer. Is my main game.
Do you follow
European football.
football or soccer much more? Soccer?
I couldn't hear you.
Do you follow soccer much more than football, NFL?
NFL? No, I don't follow NFL too much. I follow more the soccer league.
Soccer. Well, do you have a favorite club?
Yes.
What's that?
Come again. I can hear you. Sorry.
Do you have a favorite football club, soccer club?
Yeah, well, yes. I like the Barca a lot. I like the opposite team, and there is the Madrid Athletic, and
Uh-huh.
I like the Juventus in Italy. It,
Uh-huh.
it, it all depends. Right now, the stars are moving so fast.
Uh-huh.
We have David Beckham here in Miami. He created the Inter of Miami, which is a very promising team. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, we like the Beckham, yeah. Okay, that was our last visual. Now I will turn the camera. Hold on, please. Again, me. Okay. Are you there, Hugo?
Yes.
Okay. Can you come to in the center of the screen, please? Yeah. Okay. It was really great. Hugo, now, hold on, please. Okay, Hugo, our last question. Hugo Mijares, if you were a house, where would this house be and what kind of a house would it be?
Wow. Well, definitely in a desert island on the beach, off the grid, uh, with my friends and family. That will be the ideal house.
With friends and family, yeah?
Yes, yes,
All of them would be in this house, yeah?
yes.
And what would you, let's say, like a little bit personality question, what would you drink at that house?
Drink?
Drink.
Yeah, mostly what was available. We love coconut water. I'm not much of a drinker, of alcohol drinker, but yes, coconut water. It's very refreshing. Very
Do you
nice.
drink wine or something else? No, not so much.
Not a big wine drinker, not a big drinker of alcohol, but definitely I rather coconut water.
Okay. What would you listen at that house?
Oh, you have to follow me in Spotify. We have a studio playlist called Studio Mijares Play. That's a compilation of the 400 and something themes that we listen at the studio, and it's very interesting. And I'm very eclectic, but that playlist pretty much tell the story of my life in terms of music.
What time of the day would it be?
What time of?
What time of the day? I mean, it's going to be morning or evening or midnight.
For me to work?
No, when you're at that house.
Oh, in that house. Yeah,
Imagine
definitely.
that you're at us.
No, definitely at night. I'm a night person.
It's so nice.
Yes.
Okay. And how does it smell, the house?
How what?
How does it smell? Well, imagine that. What kind of a smell is it in that house?
Oh, it smells. You know, I love sage. I love incense. Those kind of strong smells that are very, very inspired. Actually, every time we're at the studio, we turn on one of those incense. Patchouli incense we love. Sage, of course.
And what would you eat?
Finger food. Something, yeah, something small, something.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a little bit like personality test, you know. Yeah, that imagine that your house and what would it be and these kind of things. Hugo, it was really nice to talk to you. I think it's been something like 1 hour 20 minutes that we started the conversation, the interview. You're my second guest from Miami. I have a really close friend who lives in Miami, Bedroom Tash. After her, you're my second guest from Miami. And first one originally from Venezuela. It was really nice to talk to you. You have done many nice projects all over the world, and I hope that you will continue. And you're really active and social. Congratulations. And I would like to finish with your words.
Goodbye.
I would like to finish the interview with your words, with your comments.
No, well, first of all, thank you very much for this interview. Very refreshing, very personal. I have done more technical interviews with explaining the project. I didn't know if it was going to be this personal, but it's very nice. And thank you everybody that follow us and comment. And I see Pamela, Monica. Thank you so much for joining us. And looking forward to the second interview and to meet you in Miami or in Istanbul.
Yeah, that's sure. That's sure. I also want to thank to Monica and Pamela and my mom here, Shangun, and for many followers. It was
Builders.
ATF Builders, great review. Thank you, ATF Builders. Let me check if there's somebody else here too. Also, Hakan Aksoy, thank you so much. It was really nice to see them here too. It was just a start for us, Hugo, to have the online interview on Instagram. I hope you'll be our guest in Istanbul or when I come to Miami for business. Hope to see you and hope to be a connection for you to have a project maybe in Turkey for interior design or architect or whatever. Hope one day we will meet.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. See you soon. Bye bye.